Okay. So today what we'll learn, so we are going to learn something called ionic framework. Okay. So if you type ionic in Google, you will get this ionic framework platform. Just I am trying to click on this particular, platform. So you can see, so this is the platform. Just, scroll through what all you can do. So you can develop cross-platform apps. So that means, develop one code and you can build any other native application. Okay, so it can be Android, iOS, Windows, whatever. Okay, so it can be used for cross-platform mobile app development. Okay, so that is one advantage, and they have a huge inbuilt UI tools. Okay, so if you want something like message box, if you want when you are using mobile phone, right? So lot of pop-up will come, list will come. Okay, so and even okay, say Facebook. So when you are accessing Facebook, you can post some comment. So all those things is basically UI. So they have some ready-made UI component you can use. Okay, so as already said, you can run in any platform. So and also it is easy. Okay, so you no need to spend much time on the mobile app development. So that is what this particular Ionic platform provides. And also what I said, this is something called HTML based. You see, so you just have to develop HTML code. Okay, HTML based code, and then you just have to convert that to a native language. Okay, so normally Android application, okay, they'll use Java. Okay, when you take up iOS, they will use something called Objective C. Okay, so different programming languages are there, in different operating systems. So that is, it is very difficult to learn all the languages, mobile application, native languages. So if you learn this particular, JavaScript based, coding, then that can be used. You can use that for web application. You can use that for mobile application. That's why this JavaScript or HTML based is very popular, and also it is easy. Okay, with that introduction, let me demonstrate one simple app. Say how to develop and create an environment for this Ionic app development. So that is what we are going to do today. Okay, so first, I mean, when you try to click on get started, so immediately it will land up some commands. Okay, so immediately that will land up some commands. So you just have to run those commands. So you just have to run these, 4 5 commands. Okay, so these are the four command what you have to try. Okay, so to build Ionic, application. So can you see my screen mostly? Okay, so I am just giving some, 5 commands. So these 5 commands you have to run in your machine just to understand this particular Ionic web application. Fine. So shall we do that? So first, you just have to install. Say, for example, what you have to do, you just have to create one folder. Okay, somewhere in your machine. Okay, so I'm just creating one folder. Okay, so I'm just creating one folder. So here I want to keep all my you know uh, uh, application. Okay, source code. So this is the path, and immediately what you have to do, you just have to go to command prompt. So in Linux, okay, see, in Windows, and terminal in Linux, and just call the directory. Okay, so you just have to go to that particular directory, copy the path, and just go to that particular directory in a command prompt. So that is what first step what you have to do. Okay, then the second step is basically whatever these 4 commands are there. So you just have to run, say npm, okay, install -g ionic client. So this basically installs all the Ionic related libraries in your machine. Okay, what it does, npm install -g at ionic slash client, it will install all the Ionic library in your machine. Okay, so that means you can run any Ionic command so in your machine. So whatever Ionic provides, now all those commands you can run. So now you can see all the packages are installed. Okay, so regularly run this command just to update to a newer version. So done. First step is done. Okay, so the second step, let me, if you see, there are some sample, app they will provide. Okay, so sample app. Okay, say, if you want to test. Okay, so if you want to test, there are, two, three apps they are providing for sample. Can you see here? So if you see these are the sample they are providing. So one is basically blank app. The second one is tabs. You can see mobile na, so below you'll be having some tabs and a side menu. So when you just click on side menu, some side menu will come. So these three templates they are providing, so you can use. So if you want a blank, just you have to give blank word. If you want tabs, then you have to give tabs. These are the some ready-made templates are there. Okay, so I'm just using the ready template in the Ionic. So and what you can do, on top of this template, you can build your mobile application, or you can select blank and implement your own layout and all. Okay, so that is also possible. Now what I'm doing, so with the so now the thing is, we know some templates are there. Okay, so let me take up this one. So now I think, so now what this command does, Ionic start my app tabs. That means, okay, start application, okay, create application whose name is, my app. The name of the application is my app. And what kind of template it is? It is not a blank template. It is a tabs template or side menu template. So that is what this particular command is telling. So Ionic start my app tab. So you can give this command. Instead of this, say my app, you can give any other name. Okay, you can give any other name. Say maybe okay, smart app, something like that. Okay, you can give any name. Okay, so I just give Ionic start smart app tabs. Okay, so I just gave this particular command. I clicked on run button. Okay, now let's see how, what are the things it will ask. It will ask which kind of programming language you want to select: Angular, React JS, and JS. So there are different types of frameworks are there. Now that is basically JavaScript. Okay, so you can learn any one JavaScript. Try to learn React JS or Angular or TypeScript. So these are very popular. I'm just selecting Angular JS. Okay, so now what is happening? Now, if you see the directory, so this directory, one smart app, folder is created. Under that, all the file structure, is created in your machine. Okay, so it is being created in your directory. So whatever you have created, so in that directory, okay, one folder called smart app, the name of the application. Under that, the all the files related to this particular mobile app, build and deployment, everything is being created in this particular folder. So you can see here all the relevant library, everything it will extract, and it will keep in this particular folder. So all the libraries will come and sit in this particular folder called node modules. Okay, if you open this node modules, all the libraries, okay, maybe thousands of libraries, whatever you are using in your mobile application, everything will come and sit in this particular place, node module. So that is what it is doing. You can see here. So it is taking all the libraries from the internet, and it is keeping all those libraries in your machine. Okay, so when you build this particular application, this library also go together, you see. So that is what happens. So that's why related libraries will be fetched from the different places, and it will accumulate in this folder called node modules. Okay, and all of this other related template files are created. Okay, so that is what you have to do. First step, what you have to do, you learn with some template, then you can go for blank. Okay, now you can see here, it is basically just creating that one. So now it is creating, you can also subscribe Ionic, or you can use a free account. So I'm just given free account. Now you can see Ionic, everything is created now. So everything is ready now. Okay, so application, that particular template is downloaded to my machine with all libraries, and this application is ready to run. So then next what you have to do, you just have to call that particular app, cd smart app. So I enter. Now I just went inside that particular directory. So after this, what you have to do, cd that directory, that my app. Okay, so this one you have to do. And then what you have to do, you just have to run this command called ionic serve. Ionic serve means checking, okay, testing your application in your local browser. Okay, so run this particular mobile application in browser. So that is what I am doing here. So when I give ionic serve, okay, uh, it basically running your mobile application in browser. Okay, so that is what it is doing now. So now the local host and port number is 8100. Local host port number 8100. So now the entire browser related thing, everything is being set up in your machine. Now what you have to do, you just have to go to browser. Okay, and then you just have to type this one, localhost port number, like how you run any application. So similarly you just have to run this particular application. So I'm just giving that. So local host colon 8100. Okay, local host. Okay, still this application is running. So still this application is running. Let this application compile everything, and it will notify that that server is started, or it will open in browser directly. Okay, so now that is what happening. Okay, so done. It is no, started. Application is started. Even it got opened in the browser. Can you see the application in my screen? Okay, in my screen you're seeing my application. Okay, so this is what. And if you want to see that application in the mobile layout, so this is what your application. So this is how it looks like. Okay, so this is basically your mobile application. So and then after what I'll do, I'll just test this application. Okay, everything is working fine. Correct, everything is working fine. Okay, it looks like mobile application. Then what you can do, so now you can deploy this particular application in the device as well. Okay, so now what you have to do, so you have to run this particular command. Okay, ionic build android. So this particular command, so you just have to press Ctrl C, terminate the server. Okay, and run this particular ionic build android, like cordova build android command is there na? So same, this command is same like ionic build android and cordova build android, both are same. Okay, so just different command. So inside that, what is happening, all these javascript files are taken. Okay, and it is using the android SDK, and it is converting the entire code to support the Android mobile phone. So that is what it is done. So everything is completed. Okay, build work is completed. Now ionic cordova run Android. Okay, so that means run this particular application in Android mobile phone. Okay, Android mobile phone. Okay, yeah, so this is basically capacitor. Okay, so that means no. Okay, so what all we done? Client we installed, and we started application, and Ionic server we are tested. Okay, so then so after that, so developing the build and run. Okay, so Android Studio is already installed in our machine. Okay, so then what we have to do? The directory is also available in our machine, and then okay, this one we can easily simulate. We have a emulator. Okay, so then So devices, definitely this device may be there. Yeah, so one device is there. ABD devices will give all the devices which is connected to your machine. Okay, I connected my mobile phone through USB by enabling this one, right? So this command will provide that detail. So these things are installed. So let me run. Yeah, so this one. So let me run this command. Okay, so normally sometime they will change the command. Okay, so let me run. Since it looks like some capacitor. Okay, so it is take some time. Okay, done. And then what you have to do? So let us see what happens. Generating browser bundles. So then I just have to run this one. Okay, so I just have to run this one. I just have to run this particular application in Android device. So it is asking which device you want to deploy. I just want to deploy in the device I connected through USB. So now it is generating that code. So you can see I just executed this particular command. Okay, so now it is considering that target. Let's see whether this application will go to mobile phone or not. We'll see. So ensure that whenever you are using mobile phone in debugging operation, so the debugging operation should not be shared between two different applications. So then what happens? Last day I was trying to connect through this commands, and I also connected the one more wiser application. There was a conflict. So that was the mistake what I done last time. So it was sharing the same debugging option. So once you know, okay, so yeah, it is working now. It got installed in my mobile app. Yes. So now this program has run successfully, and now I'll just try to share my mobile phone. Just see here. So I'm just opening my screen. I'm just trying to share. Okay, can you see here? Okay, so now see when I run, I am running the same command again. What you are seeing in my screen is my actual mobile phone. Okay, so I this command is is being executing now. Since all the build operation is completed, it won't take much time again. So I'm just simulating, I'm showing how automatically that application can install from your computer, that is from the command prompt to your mobile phone. If you are enabled the debugging option in your mobile. Okay, so almost everything is completed in my command prompt. So now it should run. Yeah, can you see here? The application is being deployed in your in your application mobile. This is mobile application. So can you see here? I'm just operating this. This is the template. Okay, so now what is the task? Next task is putting some UI component and some backend code. So that is what we have to learn. So otherwise, what we know, so we can build and we can deploy and we can generate a APK file. Everything is possible now. Okay, so that is we have done, and even if you see here, so that application is here. So when you see this particular place, okay, smart app is there. So once you click on this particular smart app, that application will open. So all the logo and all things, okay, you can set up. Okay, so all the things, whatever you required, you can set up. Just a second. Okay, so yeah, icon change, okay, and putting some content inside this particular, all those things you can do it in the next stage. Okay, so this is basically ionic framework. Can you see here within 10 minutes you can deploy one application. Okay, very simple application. If you have some HTML or pages, okay, within no time you can develop a mobile application and you can deploy. So to see the source code, you just have to log into just go to this particular www folder. Okay, and there will be some HTML pages. Okay, so if you open that particular HTML page, you will see the content, where exactly this content is being taken. So all those things you can get it from this particular HTML file. So all the linkages will be there. What which one is exactly the source code, and all those things you are going to learn in the later stages. So where exactly the content, okay, if you want to change any content in your this one, which HTML page you may have to change. Say if you go to this particular HTML page and if you open, so and the that particular uh, thing, whatever you are seeing in your screen is basically available in the HTML pages. Just I'll take the control here. Okay, so this is one thing, and so this, I mean, somewhere, if you want to change your HTML code, then so you in Ionic app, you just have to go to source, apps, and all HTML files and front end content will be here, and as well as back end content also. Okay. So this is how you have to modify the source. Okay, so that you have to do some exercise, but we have installed Ionic framework, and we could able to deploy one sample application. So and in mobile phone. So that is what we have done in today's class. Okay, now let me give you one more information. Last class, we are unable to execute the Cordova app in mobile phone. So that I just want to simulate for you. Say this is the command what we have executed, right? Say last class, we unable to run this one. What is that? Cordova run. Okay, so Cordova run Android. So when we are doing some error was there. Now you can see only one mobile phone is directly connected. No other application is connected. Okay, no other application is connected. So it should identify the app and it should run. So now you see here it is building at is it is connecting to that particular target device and it is installing. Okay, it is installing and that application is coming in my screen. So let me share that screen. So I executed and that application will come in the mobile phone. Okay, okay. Can you see my screen, all of you? Yeah. So now I'm running the same Cordova run Android command. So now you can see in my screen what is happening. So the code is executed and that application is got deployed, correct? So this is the application what we have developed last class. So similarly, when you see, there will be one icon. One icon is created. When you click that particular icon, icon means that application. So that will come here. So as you install the regular apps, so similarly, this app also comes in your mobile phone. And if you want to uninstall, you can uninstall as well. So all those options are there like a usual app. So this is how you can deploy directly to your mobile and you can test. So this is the the fastest way of testing any app. Not in a emulator. Okay, so this much you had just have to learn, and then I think if you practice this much, you can start developing any mobile app by your own. So I think these two things you try to learn: Cordova and Ionic framework. So any questions till now? So I would be happy to answer. So I took extra 5 minutes time.